Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we start our assignment number 3.5 and 3.6. Now in 3.5 the statement is in carom board game the striker of mass having mass 0.015 kg sliding to the right at velocity of 0.40 meter per second. Now the mass of the striker is 0.015 kg. It is m1 and its velocity before collision it is 0.40 meter per second. Makes head-on collision with a disc having mass 0.005 kg. Now here a second mass, that is m2. It is the disc of, and it has 0.005 kg, and the that is initially at rest. Now its initial velocity, that is before collision, u2 equals to 0. After the collision, striker moves to the right along the direction of the disc at 0.20 meter per second. So v1 equals to 0.20 meter per second, and find the final velocity of the disc. Now we start the given data, that is mass of striker m1 equals to 0.015 kg, mass of disc m2, that is 0.05 kg, the velocity of the striker before collision, that is u1 equals to 0.40 meter per second, and the velocity of the disc before collision u2 equals to 0 meter per second. The velocity of the striker after collision v1 equals to 0.20 meter per second. Now we have to find the required data is velocity of disk after collision is v2 question mark. Now the formula here we use, it is about the law of conservation of momentum, which is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 equals to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Now for finding v2 we have m1 u1 plus m2 u2. This m1 v1 is added here, so when it will comes on this side, then it will written with the minus sign. m2 is multiplying here with v2, so we convert it on the other side and it will be divided. Now we have all these values of m1 u1 m2 u2 m1 v1 and m2. Now by putting these all values with their signs plus and minus and division, we have by multiplying these two values, the product of first two values is 0.06 kilogram meter per second with plus sign, and the product of second two values is 0 and minus sign, and the product of the last two values is 0.003, dividing 0.005 kg. Now by adding and subtracting, these answer will be 0.003 kilogram meter per second divided by 0.05 kilogram. Now you will divide these two values and get 0.6 meter per second, which is the velocity of the disk after collision, that is v2 equals to 0.6 meter per second. It is our assignment number 3.5. Now we start our assignment number 3.6. A 200 kg cannon at rest contains a 10 kilogram cannon ball. Now it is m1 and it is m2. When fired, the cannonball leaves the cannon with a speed of 90 meter per second. What is the recoil speed of the cannon? Now here we have a mass of cannon, that is mc. C for cannon 200 kilogram. Mass of cannonball, which is mb, equals to 10 kilogram. Velocity of cannonball vb equals to 90 meter per second, and the recoil speed of the cannon, that is represented by vc. It is question 1. Now we have the formula. The momentum of the cannonball plus momentum of the cannon, it is equals to 0 according to the law of conservation of momentum. Now momentum equals to, momentum is the product of mv, so it is the momentum of the ball, so it will be mb into vb plus the momentum of the cannon, it will be mcvc equals to 0. Now we have to find the value of vc, so these all values will be converted on the other side. Now mbvb is added here, so it will be minus mbvb, and mc is multiplying here, so it will be dividing. Now by putting the values, we get mb equals to 10 kg, vb equals to 90 meter per second, and mc equals to 200. 90 multiplied by 10 equals to 900 divided by 200. it is equals to, now Vc equals to minus 4.5 meter per second, which is the recoil speed of the cannon. Vc equals to minus 4.5 meter per second. Now we start our numericals. Now the first numerical, that is 1580 kilogram car is traveling with a speed of 15 meter per second. That is initial velocity. What is the magnitude of the horizontal net force that is required to bring the car to a halt in a distance of 50 meter? The distance is given and the mass is given and the initial velocity is given. But the final velocity will be 0 because bring the car to a halt. So the car is stopped. So Vf equals to 0. Now the mass m equals to 1580 kilogram. Initial velocity Vi 15 meter per second. Final velocity Vf equals to 0 and distance as well as equals to 50 meter. Now required is the force. Now we know that the formula for force F equals to ma. Now here we have m but we don't have the acceleration. So for finding acceleration we have the third equation, because in the given data we have Vi, Vf and s. So we will put the third equation, 2as equals to Vf square minus Vi square. Now by this formula we have a equals to Vf square minus Vi square divided by 2s, because 2s is multiplying here, so when we come on the other side it will be dividing. Now putting their values we get Vf equals to 0 square, Vi equals to 15 meter per second whole square, 2s, 2 multiplied by 50. By squaring of these values we get 15, 0 has no value. So the square of 15, it is equals to 225 with minus sign, and 250 is 100. Now by dividing we get minus 2.25 meter per second square. Now we finding the force. Now F equals to ma. By putting their values we have m 1580 kilogram and a equals to minus 2.25 meter per second square. So by multiplying these two values we get minus 3555 Newton. And by convert it in the standard form we get 3.5 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton, because the decimal is shifted after 3, so we get the exponent 3, 10 raised to power 3 Newton. Now negative sign shows that the force is in opposite direction, so force F equals to 3.5 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton. Clear? Now numerical number 2. A bullet of mass 10 gram is fired with a rifle. Now here the mass is given, that is 10 gram. Now we convert this gram into kilogram by dividing 1000. The bullet taken 0.003 second. Now it is the time to move through barrel and leaves with a velocity of 300 meter per second. So Vi equals to 0 because the bullet in the rifle is at rest, and now it leaves with velocity 300, so it will be final velocity. What is the force exerted on the bullet by the rifle? Now here we find the force. Now for this numerical we have mass m 10 gram. 10 divided by 1000 equals to 0.01 kilogram times 0.003 second. Initial velocity 0, final velocity 300. We have to find the force. Force have the same formula, that is F equals to ma. We have the value of m but we don't know about the acceleration. So first we find the acceleration. Now we have time, initial velocity and final velocity in the data. So by consisting on these two values we write the equation, first equation, by to find the acceleration. So a equals to Vf minus Vi divided by t. By putting their values we get 300 minus 0 divided by 0.003 second, and we got 100,000 meter per second square. That is the value of acceleration. Now putting the value of this acceleration in this formula we get m equals to 0.01 kilogram and a equals to 100,000 meter per second square. So now by multiplying these two values we get 1000 Newton. That is our required force. It's 1000 Newton. Now numerical number 3, that is a 2200 kilogram vehicle traveling at 94 km per hour or 26 meter per second can be stopped in 21 seconds by gently applying the brakes. Now here the mass is given, that is 2200 kilogram, and the initial velocity that is given 26 meter per second. Clear? Time given, that is 21 seconds. By applying brakes, so final velocity will be 0. It can be stopped in 3.8 seconds. Here the second time is also given t2, that is 3.8. If the driver slams on the brakes, what average force is exerted on the vehicle in both of these stops? Now here we find the force. Now the given data is mass equals to 2200 kilogram, initial velocity vi 94 kilometer per hour. So convert this into meter per second. We multiplying this 94 with the 1000 and dividing by 3600, we get 26 meter per second. T1 equals to 21 second and T2 equals to 3.8 second. By applying brakes, final velocity is equals to 0. Now required is the average force, that is F equals to ma, and average force equals to F1 plus F2 divided by 2. Now, for finding the force one by one according to the respective time, first we finding the force with respect to T1. Vf equals to Vi plus At. Now, A1 equals to Vf minus Vi divided by T1. Here we get Vf equals to 0. 0 minus 26 meter per second divided by 0.21 second. We get A1 equals to minus 1.23 meter per second square. Now we're finding F1. Now F1 equals to MA1. By putting these two values, we get in 200 into minus 1.23 and get 2706 Newton. Now convert it into standard form. We get 2.7 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Similarly, we find the F2. For acceleration, we have the same formula, Vf minus Vi. Now here we put the value of T2, that is equal to 3.8 second. By simplify these two values, we get minus 6.84 meter per second square. And now putting this value of A2 in the main formula, we get 2200 into minus 6.84 meter per second square. By multiplying these two values, we get 15,048 Newton, and converted into standard form, we get 1.5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton. At the last, we find the average force. Average force has a formula F1 plus F2 divided by 2. Now putting the values of F1 and F2, we get it is F1, it is F2 minus plus minus minus. Now here by simplifying 2.7 in 2.7 minus minus plus minus 2.7 into 1.7. 2.7 multiplied by 10 to the power 3 Newton, we get 2700 Newton minus 1.5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton, we get 15,000 Newton divided by 2. So by adding these two values, minus minus plus, by adding these two values, we get 17,700 divided by 2 Newton. And by dividing these two values, we get 8,850 Newton. Converted into standard form, we get 8.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Now, our result is average force equals to minus 8.8 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. I hope that these two assignments and the three numericals are clear to you. So, till the next class, Allah Hafiz.